All right, so I don't totally ruin my chances of getting a job in the future. Um, but Hawaii was great, and and bad. It had its ups and downs, but I loved it. I enjoyed it, and so did my parents when I brought them out there. Fiance for a little bit, but the I came back home, and the thing is, though, I'm a lot more motivated than when I left college. I'm a lot more put together, and I know my place in the world a lot better now because I've seen, I've done, and and that the thing is that wasn't given to me. I didn't have that awareness when I got out of high school. I started getting that awareness when I got out of college. Um, but at the same time, it's just what can you do with no money? So that's why I joined that's why I joined the military. It's the last choice of my thing. And the military is a lifestyle. It's not a job; it's a lifestyle. That's why I got out. That's why I couldn't hack it. It's just I'm a clean, put together guy. Even my messes are kind of clean. And it's just I just this weird regimentation of the life just was overwhelming at times, and especially just the invasion of privacy by these personalities, because everything you do is subject to their scrutiny. Anything you do, you can't have your privacy. That's the sad thing. When you sign the dotted line for the military, you sign over your privacy, and that's really what just gets me. I'm a private individual. I don't like bragging about my stuff. Sometimes I brag, but I mean, I don't really like bragging and talking about, who I am to people and strangers, and really people who they can use it against me. And that's what I saw too, that people would use your personal, issues, even if they're small, against you. And in fact, when I lost a car to a flood, and when that happened, I was afraid. And I really wasn't so much afraid about like, well, how am I going to, get over this? Because, I mean, I had a job, steady employment. I was bringing another mouth, into my household, so we're going to, share funds. I wasn't too worried about that, even though I was flying around and I had to, support her and this and that. But like I said, I wasn't worried about that. What I was worried about was what were the guys in charge of me going to do? How are they going to hold it against me? What like conniving thing or like just, personal vendetta thing would they do to me? And that's the thing too, is that you get these personal vendettas which kind of go on, and it's like, and you hear it all the time, like, oh, so what's going on? What's so and so? They hate me, and it's so obvious, and yet I'm stuck working for a guy. I'm working for a guy that hates me, or that doesn't want he doesn't want me to succeed, doesn't want anything happy to come out of me, you know, and that's what happened with me and my supervisor. This guy goes off. His wife has a death in the family. He goes off with her. When they come back, the first words out of my mouth to him when I saw him, and I was surprised he was back, I said, if there's anything I can do for you and your family, please let me know. First words out of his mouth were, I heard you look like shit at the promotion board this morning. Uh, and that would just really just set the, like, where are you coming from, buddy? Where, what is your point of origin in, in any relationship? And we had a working relationship, but I respected the guy. I liked the guy. I thought, very highly of him. The guy had done a lot for the, the military. He had done a lot for his family. This guy, he was an oddball, but he was, he was the underdog. He is like, Joe Americana, kind of guy. Just, and you like that. You respected about this guy. He was a modern day John Wayne. But just to say, to say that, and it's like, and if you're wondering what was wrong about my collar or wrong about my uniform was, you know, just barely little fingerprints on the brass, which always happens, and especially when you're putting it together, And sometimes you look at it, there's no fingerprints, you put it on there, fingerprints, that happens. But promotion board, they're not in your face looking at you. In some cases, they may be, really staring hard, but otherwise, they don't care about, if you have fingerprints on your thing. I'll bet you. At least not, at least of all of these guys. But, it was like I had a ring around my collar. And, and you can only see it if you were standing here looking down at me. And that's when, my sponsor was doing it. He said, I got a ring around your collar, man. And I was like, because I don't expect to get promoted. Why should I bother trying to do this? Because, and this is a new sponsor. This is a new guy who, like, he came in and he's like, and I'm a little I'm a little upset with the guy because I think he should have done more. Because I did call out to him, but